Hi, you are here because you need to know how to take the square root of something that is not a perfect square. And here you go. The way to estimate this, because that's all you really need is an estimate, is you take, uh, you break this down. So square root of 7. What's the closest perfect square to 7? And by the way, perfect squares are like 1, what? Square root of 2? No. Square root of 3? No. Square root of 4? Yes, that is equal to 2. We're talking about principal square roots. And then if you talk about the square root of 5, don't know. Square root of 6, square root of 7, that's the one we're talking about. Square root of 8, square root of 9 is the next perfect square because 3 times 3 is 9. Now, 7 is closer to 9 than it is to 4, so we're going to use 9. Although you could use 4. So we have, I'll just use a square root of 9, and then you have to subtract 2, right, to get to 7. So 7 is the same thing as 9 minus 2. And then what we would do then is we take the square root of 9, which is 3, and then keep the minus, and we have the 2, but that's a fraction, over 2 times that 3. So this 3 goes over here and you have to double it. So what we got is 3 minus 2, 6, right? But what I really should have done is I should have just canceled these 2's out, and that would have given me 1/3, right? So I'm going to erase this here and just call it 1/3 instead. So that's 1/3. And now it's 3 minus 1/3, which is what? 2 and 2/3. 2 and 2/3, and hopefully you know that 2 and 2/3 is 2.6 repeating. So it's like 2.6, or if I were rounding to the nearest whole number, that would be 2.7, right? So that's our estimate. And I know there's a lot of math going on, but I was trying to show you all the details. What would it look like if I was just doing it? I would just jump from here. I would jump from here to here. I just call it 3 minus 1/3, 2.7. Let's go with a different one. So another number that's not a perfect square. Let's see, like the square root of 17. How about that? That would be equal to the square root of 16 plus 1, right? And I chose 16 because 16 is the closest perfect square to 17. And so we take the square root of 16, that is 4, and then keep the plus, and then it's going to be 1 over 2 times that 4. So 2 times the 4. And why is it 4? Because we take that and it goes under there, right there. So what we got is 4 plus 2 times 4 is 8. So 4 plus 1/8 is 4 and 1/8. And I think that's about 4.12 or 4.1. So that would be the approximation. And that's all you got to know for this. So when you're given, I'll give you another one here. Try this one. How about the square root of 20? Pause the video. See if you can use these steps here. I'll leave the steps over here for you to see if you can figure out the square root of 20. Okay, assuming you've tried this, we have equals or approximately what? What's the closest perfect square? Is it 16 or is it 25? I believe it's 16, right? Because 16 is only 4 away. 25 is 5 away. So 16 plus 4, right? So the square root of 16 is 4 plus 4 over 2 times the 4 here. So it's 2 times 4. And the 4's cancel. So it'd be 1 over 2, which is 1/2, which is 0.5. So this is, I'll just write out all the steps here, but I already know it's 4.5. So 4 plus 1/2, which 1/2 is 0.5, so it'd be 4.5. And that would be the approximation for the square root of 20. Pretty easy, right? You can apply this throughout all of these weird square roots that are not perfect squares. All right, that's it.